Yogi Bootcamp, here we go. I think let's begin. Let's start standing today. We're just going to start with doing some gentle movements to warm up our joints, but just a little bit of a different pace, standing. So let's start with our mountain pose, just a nice, easy, hips distance apart with our feet, shoulders, roll them up and down, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Hands can be turned forward or just resting alongside the body. And then imagine that you're being lifted up through the crown of your head. And then maybe roll your feet. So maybe roll them outer edges, inner edges, maybe rock a little bit forward and backward. And then take a deep breath in through your nose, out your mouth. And again, in through your nose, out your mouth. And then just begin to allow your breath to become slow, deep, even. And as you rest in mountain pose, see if you can feel that little bit of a press out of the belly as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the belly soften. Let go of your day. Bring your awareness into the room, into your practice space. Remember, as we move, to be mindful of your body. Only go as far as it allows. Listen to the limits of your body. And when in doubt, remember to breathe. Okay, so let's start with just a shoulder roll. So squeeze those shoulders up as you bring them to your ears and then roll them down. And squeeze, roll, squeeze, and roll. And to the front. Squeeze them up, roll them to the front. And again. Good. Exhale. Let's drop our ear to the left. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then to the right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, left and right. Good. Come back to the center. Inhale, let's lift our arms up, and exhale, float them down. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, float down. Inhale, left arm forward, right arm behind. Exhale. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm behind, and exhale. And again. The other side. And one more time, left arm up, right arm back, and right arm up, and left arm back. And arms back to the center. Inhale, let's float our arms out in front and press our palms like we're saying stop. And then take your fingertips down towards the floor, press up like you're saying stop, and down, and up, and down. Good. Clasp your hands together, interlace your fingers, and circle your wrists. Try to keep the thumb pads together, your hands together, touching, and then reverse the other direction. Make it a few more circles. And release. Let's take our feet a little bit further apart, a little bit wider than hips distance. And then just connect with your feet, hands on your hips. Exhaling, we're just going to come forward a little bit and make some circles with our hips. So try to keep your back straight. So you're just like a plumb line. Your whole torso is moving in the same plane. So you're not rounding the shoulders or anything at this point. We're just making some nice big circles. And then reverse the direction. Good. And then just step your feet together. And then we're going to come up on our toes as our arms come up, and then back on our heels as our arms go back. Up on your toes and down, back on your heels. And I like to play around with this because sometimes I find that when I come up on my toes, if I just bend my knees a little bit, I can stay up a little bit easier. But play around with your balance. See what feels good. Last one, up on your toes, stay here. Hold. One more deep breath. And slowly release back to the mat. Take your legs a little bit wider. And then we're just going to start, we're not too low to the ground. We're just doing subtle shifts side to side. So starting to get a bit of a stretch in the inner thigh, the outer leg, the knee joints, and a little bit more into the ankle. Good. And then bring that to a close, and then step or heel toe your feet out a little bit wider. And let's do the same thing a little bit lower, if it's comfortable. You can take your hands on your hips if you want. You can have your hands out. You can have them anywhere you want. Just shifting side to side. And come back to rest in the center. And then exhale, stick the tailbone back, soft bend in the knees, and let your head come towards the mat, fingertips towards on the mat. Deep breath in and out. One more deep breath. And then start to walk your hands over to the left foot. Turn the left foot at a 90-degree angle. And you can turn the right one a little bit more, maybe 45. We're just going to rest our head towards our left knee. So take a moment here. Keep a soft bend in both of your knees. Don't stress the back of the knee or stretch the hamstring too much. One more deep breath. And then back to the center and over to the right. And just allow your head to rest towards the knee, soft bend in the knees, and crown of the head reaching towards the mat. And then back to the center. Press your feet into the mat and just allow your body to roll up one vertebra at a time. shoulders back, and step back in. Good. Let's grab our weights and do a little bit of warm up with our arms and weights. If you're using weights tonight, if you're not, that's fine. Just use your arms. Arms weigh anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds each, so they're like your own built-in weights. Good, so we're going to start with bicep curls first, nice and slow. Just connecting with that bicep and see if you can feel the squeeze as you bring the weight up towards the shoulder. Like consciously squeeze that bicep. So our bicep muscle is this one. So squeezing, squeezing. Good. Now we're going to move it a little faster. So when you come down, you don't want to lock your elbows. You just keep that little bend in the elbows when you come down. And a little bit faster. Good. Now take it up to the press and back down. And press and down. Press. Good. We're just warming up, so we won't do full sets. And then just release, roll your shoulders up and back. Palms up. And then we're going to cross over and open, over. So switch left on top of right, right on top of left when you come to the front. Keep your elbows tucked into your body. So you're getting an internal and external rotation of the shoulder joint. And notice how your shoulders feel. So if you have some shoulder issues and this movement seems to irritate them, then you'll know that it's what movement is not a good movement for you to make. Good, and then release, roll your shoulders up and roll your shoulders back. Turn your palms up, and we're just gonna reach out like I'm handing you a platter, and then we're gonna bring our arms back, reach out like we're handing a platter, and back, and out, and back. And then again, notice how this movement feels with extension and back and release. Roll your shoulders up and back. And then one last movement. Let's come into our sort of goddess pose just to open the shoulder blades. Let's squeeze elbows together and then press shoulder blades towards each other, making a few movements here. Good. And then just let that go, relax, slow, bring your weights down. Beautiful. And then you can just put your weights off to the side. Maybe grab your blocks if you want to have those near the top of the mat. So arms are warmed up, big joints are warmed up. So let's come to the top of our mat. Let's begin practice by having our hands at the heart center in a mountain pose. And then inhaling as we come up. This time I want you to come up on your toes, squeeze your glutes, and open the heart. So reach the shoulder blades towards each other. And then exhale, softly fold forward, soft bend in the knees, crown of the head towards the mat. Now we're still maybe a little tight in the back, so grab your blocks if you need. Deep breath. And again, deep breath. From here, we're going to step back in a lunge. I'm just going to go right for the high lunge, but you might want to start with a low lunge and have that right knee on the ground. Deep breath in and out. Good. And then from here, I'm going to drop my blocks and step back into plank. So coming into plank for the first time. And again, that may be knees to the ground, or you can be in dolphin. And then lift your hips and come into down dog. Or you can come into dolphin and dolphin plank. And then from here, we're going to shift forward back into our plank. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And one more time. Press up into dolphin or down dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Left leg is going to come up, so maybe come onto your knees for this first time and just bring that left leg up, grab your blocks, and lift the right knee. So we're back in that right lunge. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now press the right foot down to the mat, 45-degree angle. Use your body weight, stand up, turn the left foot to the front. Maybe grab your blocks, turn the right foot out. Take your blocks down, come into a lunge on the left. So we're facing our mat the other way. See how this side feels? Maybe you need to start with the knee down or up. Deep breath in and out. One more in and out. And then from here, you can always keep your hands on the blocks. Step the right foot back, come into down dog, or whatever version you're doing. You can come into down dog, you can come into dolphin, and then shift forward into plank. Pull that belly button up, and shoulder blades reach towards each other. Good. And back up into down dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and shift forward into plank. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and back into down dog. We're going to bring our right leg up, so maybe come onto your left knee and sweep the right leg forward. And come back into your version of lunge. Knee on the ground or high lunge. Deep breath. And pivot on the right foot. Maybe take your blocks with you as you rise up. Turn the right foot to the front. Turn the left foot back out. And take your blocks down. Back into the lunge on the right. Good. From here, drop your right knee and grab your weights. Good. From here, we're going to do some lunges, standing lunges. So we're going to raise up with our weights in our hand and then just dip down, taking your right knee towards the mat. Good. Really press. That's it. One more. Good. Now shift. Weights are still in our hand. And we're going to turn right foot out, left foot towards the right. And we can come down to start. Adjust your stance. If you already feel the good, then just lunge on the left side. Right knee bent, lunging down and pressing up. Good. And just turn the right foot to the front. Both feet to the front. Shift the left foot to the left at a 90-degree angle. Right toes and step up. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Step back with the right foot in a position for warrior two. Right foot is 45-degree angle. Lift up the inner arch of the foot. Engage the whole back of the right leg. Left knee is over the ankle. Oh, that's the block. Sorry, I knew there was something weird in the picture there. Good. And then from here, let's take our arms out. So we're in warrior two position. And settle for a breath or two. Feel your feet in the mat. Feel the weight of your arms. Imagine almost that there's balloons under your arms too. See if you can feel a lightness in your arms, even though you have weights in your arms. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Good. Now turn your palms up. Hold. 3 deep breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Now from here, press the right leg, the left leg straight and bring both arms up overhead. Good. And tricep press. So elbows bend, weights or arms behind you, and press. And press. Breathing. I lost track, but I'm going to say this is 10, 11, 12. Separate your weights and slowly bring them down in front of you, palms down. Good. Yep, palms down. Now bend your elbows and bring your weights in. Turn the left foot to the front. So we're standing facing the side of the mat. Good. And then from here, we're going to do little punches. So don't get nuts. I like to get nuts with this just because I like that movement, but you don't want to jar your elbow. So just light little punches and get your waist in. If your legs feel too far apart, bring them together. But see if you can move your waist as you punch one and then the other. Now, next time you're on the right side, we're going to do a double punch right and then a double punch left. Double punch right, double punch left. Next time you come to the right, just bring both arms back to the waist. Good. Bring weights together, overhead, and then we're going to do tricep press and bring our arms down, so at a 45-degree angle and up and over. Good. So Catherine, just come down to the front. Sorry, I didn't see that. So bring your elbows down to the front. Yep, now up. Now up overhead, now behind. Up to the ceiling, elbows to the front. Yeah, up and behind. That's it. 3 more. Okay, good. And then just bring your arms down to the side, roll your shoulders up, roll your shoulders back. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Left foot comes to the, right foot comes out at a 45-degree angle. Bend your knee. Left foot's 45, right foot's 90. Sorry, right knee, elbow is over the ankle. And then engage that back leg. Inhale, arms up, palms down, warrior 2. Shoulders are over the hips. Beautiful, nice, Wendy. Looks good, Lulu. Everybody looks amazing. Awesome, Kelly. Dewey, you're a figure. You are such a yogi. Nice breath here. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Remember, feel that lightness in your arms. Pretend you're light arms. Now, flip palms up. Good. And hold. Good. Now, as we inhale, raise your arms up overhead. And tricep presses, we're just doing 6. So behind the head. Good. Separate your weights. Float your arms down slowly. Turn the right foot to the front and step your feet together. Shake it out. Grab a drink if you need. Yeah, Kelly's really shaking it out there. Woohoo. Okay, good work, everyone. Awesome. So, well, I've been liking doing our little bit of squats. I think they're nice. So let's do those. I don't know if they're nice, but they are what they are. So let's see if we can do, let me see what I can add into that. So maybe we'll come down with a bicep curl and up with a press. Down. Well, actually, we won't do the bicep curl. We'll just come up to the press and then bring our arms down in the squat, up to the press, down. Use your glutes, press your feet into the mat. When you want to come up, really engage those legs. Last one. Hold. Good. Slowly turn your palms down. Bring your weight straight out in front of you. And tap. So just little pulses in. Good. Good. Palms up. Bring your elbows in, and then just do one more of the cross, so it's crossing over. Good. And then just let that go. Take your shoulders, roll them up, roll them back. Let's put our weights down for a minute. Oops. Oops. I shouldn't have done that, but there we go. Put our weights down for a minute. And then just do a little bit of ghost sleeves. Just let our arms be like Jello, nice and loose. A little looseness in our waist and knees and ankles and wrists. Good. Wonderful. I'm going to grab a drink, and then we're going to come on to our mats in tabletop. So from tabletop, let's begin with a few cat-cows, exhaling, cat-tuck or cat, and inhale, and exhale. So just take this time to unwind, feel your breathing slow, and just feel the movement and the stretch in the spine. And then next time that you come into cat, press into child's pose. You can take your knees wide to start. Getting a nice stretch in the back, deep breath in and out. And then walk hands over to the left. Take your right hand on top of the left hand. Give yourself a nice side stretch on the right side. Come back to the center and over to the right side. Left hand on top of the right hand. Stretching the left side body. And back to the center. And then press into your palms. Bring yourself back up into that tabletop. So we're going to start with you start with the right leg because it's closest to the screen. So it's a little, well, let's try it. Your left hand is going to come up behind your head. You're going to reach out with the right leg, and then you're going to bring left elbow towards the right knee and back out. I'll show it on the other side. Okay. Yep. So try to keep your elbow up. Good. Or you can do any variation. Yeah. Good. So bring it up and then tuck it in and up and in. So try to do 6 on each side. When you've done one side, try the other side. And then just rest back in child's pose. Take a deep breath. And a couple more. And press back up into tabletop. Cat-cow. A few more cat-cows, just getting reconnected with our spine, reconnected with the breath. And back into a neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to extend our right leg. We're going to do the side bend. So we're working oblique. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow and look at the knee and then extend. Work with your breath. Six on each side. And pause and switch. Extend the left leg. Good. And come back into neutral spine. Take your hands, reach them out nice and long. Keep your forearms off the mat and drop your head towards the mat. Melting heart or puppy dog pose. Give yourself a nice stretch here in the front body, in the pecs and the chest. And then just press your hands into the mat. Start to lift up. And then bring your hands back into table. Stretch your right leg behind you, toes on the mat, and just press back and forward, stretching the calf muscle. And then lift the leg. And you just want to have it straight, neutral. So try not to have it way high, just neutral. Make some small circles with the hip. So circling out a few times. And then circling the other way. And lower the right knee back to the mat. And straighten the left leg. Good. Oh, sorry. And left toes on the mat first to begin. And then moving a little forward and backward, and then lifting that leg and circle. And then 6 times the other direction. And back. And then just take your knees wide, press back, bend elbows, interlace fingers, and circle your wrists. Take another deep breath. And then bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Press back up into tabletop. Okay, so from here, we're going to come in to down dog. We're going to shift forward, drop our left knee, lift the right leg straight back, come into cat bow, drop the right foot, and bring the left leg back up. So we're back in down dog. So let's do that again. From here, we're going to shift forward into plank, drop the left knee, lift the right leg, cat bow, right toes come back, left knee lifts, down dog. Got it? So down dog, shift forward into plank, drop the left knee, lift the right leg, so right toes off the mat, cat bow, make a little cat bow, press back up. Okay, you know what, Lulu, leave your toes on the ground. So watch one more time, everybody. So we're gonna start in down dog. Shift forward into plank. Drop the left knee, my toes stay on the ground. My toes are on the ground. And then press down, press back up. So then when you drop the right foot, you just press your left toes into the mat and it brings you back up. Okay, try that again. Wendy, your down dog looks amazing. Nice, Lulu, there you go. Now drop your foot. No, drop your foot first and then press up. Now drop, yeah, now press up. There you go. Got it? Okay. Good. Now let me see. Kelly, you like dolphin better. Let me see if I can figure that out for us. Because I know a bunch of you like dolphin. So we're up, shift forward, drop knee, raise leg, nose to the ground. And yeah, same thing. So you can do that in dolphin as well. You want to see it one more time? Okay, so dolphin, forearms we're going to keep forearms on the ground and lift our hips. Your heels will not be on the ground. Shift forward, drop left knee, raise the right, nose to the ground, press back up, right toes to the mat, lift the left knee, back in dolphin. So a couple of options there. Those of you who like dolphin better, give it a whirl. Does anybody need help? Wave at me. No? Okay. So did you do that about 4 or 5 times on each side? Wendy, you just were going and going, and Catherine was going and going. You got about 4 or 5 times on each side, or just one side? One side. Okay, you did both, Dewey? Okay, rest. If you didn't do the other side, then do the other side. So down dog or dolphin, shift forward, drop right knee, lift left leg, down in a cat bow, press back up, left toes, lift left right knee. And again. So it should be a nice flow of energy. And then once you've done that 4 or 5 times, just come to rest. I'm going to come to kneel because kneeling feels good for me right now. Take a deep breath. That was hard work. I see wrists, triceps. Yeah, let's stretch the triceps out. We can bring one arm across. Nice deep breaths. And switch other side. Good. And then let's just take our right hand on top of the left shoulder, left elbow under the right, lift up, coming into our eagle arm variation, or bind your arms in eagle arms, lift up. Release and switch. Left arm hand to the right shoulder and right elbow under left, lift up or wrap. Sheila, you have beautiful eagle arms. And release. Roll your shoulders, shake your arms, let it go. Good work, everyone. Did everybody like that flow? It was a little bit of work, but I liked it. I wish everybody did. Everybody, you can't see Pat's face, only I can. Okay. Well then, all right, let's come on to our backs. Since you didn't like that so much, we'll come on to our backs. And we're going to start just resting on our elbows to start. So come down, rest on your elbows, bend your knees. Good. So just pretend we're at a beautiful beach. I'm back in Roatan. I'm looking out at the blue water. I'm going to get ready to go snorkeling. No, I wish. Sheila's at the beach. Good. Now from here, we're going to just lift both of our legs up. So we're still on our elbows, both of our legs up, and then we're going to tap our toes down and lift them up. Hold. Good. Now we're going to extend left and then right. So bicycle. Good. And then hold both legs out. Wow, way to go, Kelly. And lower all the way down. And then let your upper body come back to the ground and stretch long, arms, navel to toes, navel to fingers. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feel a nice long deep stretch. Beautiful. Now let's bend our knees again, feet on the floor. And then we're going to have our hands behind our head. And again, elbows open nice and wide out to the sides. And little crunches up. So imagine that you're being pulled up by a string at your chest as you exhale. And then inhale and lower. Nice and slow. Keep going. This is 10. Well, according to my breath, I'm breathing slow. So do 12. This is 11. Last one, 12. And release. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release your hands from behind your head. Let's bring our soles of our feet together. Just come into a butterfly. Rib cage stays connected to the mat. Take a few breaths here. Nice stretch in the inner thigh. And then slowly bring your knees together, feet back on the ground. And then just let's raise one leg and then the other leg up. So both of our feet are facing the ceiling, little bit of a bend behind your knees. As we separate our legs, we're going to roll up just a little bit, reach between your legs, like you're going to grab a ball, and then back down, legs close. Breathing. Two more. Beautiful. Tuck your knees in, maybe grab behind your hamstrings, give yourself a little roll. And then slide your hands down the insides of your legs, come into happy baby. Give yourself a nice stretch in the groin. Press your hands into your feet into your hands. Relax the elbows and the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. And slowly release. Bring your feet back down. Good. From here, let's take our hips over to the right and let our knees fall to the left. So just a nice simple twist. Maybe turn your head over the right shoulder, your neck, getting a nice twist along the whole spine. Deep breath in and out. Bring your knees back up to the center, your head to the center, shift your hips to the center, and then move them over to the left, and just let your knees fall to the right. Turn your head over the left if you wish. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly bring your knees back up to the center. Shift your hips to the center, head to the center. Arms behind your head or overhead. I think I'm going to take mine overhead. And we're just going to do some sit-ups. So exhaling and sit all the way up if you can. Now, if that doesn't work for you, going all the way back and then up, then just stay here and do little crunches. Yep. And do 12. And when you come up, try not to use your neck to bring you up, and try to keep the shoulders plugged into the shoulder joints as much as you can. Two more. Good. 12. And release. Stretch your legs long and take one full body stretch, stretching out the abs, navel to toes, navel to fingers. Good. And then bend your knees and then roll to one side. Come up on your forearm and try to have your body in a straight line. Good. Okay. And then we're going to take our, I'm on my left side, so my right leg is over in front of my left knee. If you're on your left side, it's your opposite leg. And then we're just going to lift our hips and lower and lift and lower. It's all in the obliques. Of course, your foot is pressing you up a little bit. Last one, and hold. One more. And lower. And then switch to the other side. First, take a moment, line up your body, cross your opposite leg in front. Yep. And you can leave this arm up or not, I do. And lift and lower. Just tap the hip. Nice. Hold. And lower. Beautiful. Roll back onto your backs. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll a little side to side. Good. And one last exercise. So from here, we're going to come into bridge pose. So I want you to think about your finding all of your feet. So the whole bottom of your foot. Lift your toes, feel the pads, the balls of your feet and the heels pressing into the mat, and then lower your toes. And then I want you to press or imprint the low back. So as you tilt your pelvis, the low back presses against the mat. Squeeze your glutes and then just raise your hips. Hold and breathe. 3 deep breaths. Feel nice and strong. Good. And lower back down. Take a breath in, breath out. Next in-breath, press back up into bridge. Hold for 3 breaths. Next exhale, lower back down. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Next in-breath, last bridge, roll up into bridge. Good, and stay here, 3 breaths. Next exhale, roll yourself back down. Stretch out your legs or bring them into your chest. And wiggle a little bit side to side. Nice deep breaths, good. From here, make your way into Shavasana. Find a nice, comfortable resting place. Maybe grab some water if you still feel like you need some water after all of that. And notice if there's anything else that your body may need to do. Allow yourself to rest in this moment. Let your muscles relax. Maybe open and close your jaw. Maybe wiggle it side to side. And then put a little smile on the corner of your mouth and relax all of your face. With each breath, feel your body sink deeper into your mat. Feel your joints, your muscles and tendons relax. Imagine the back of your body is sinking into some nice warm sand. All the sand is conformed to the shape of your body. And the front part of your body is as light as air. With each inhale, you breathe in a lightness, and with each exhale, you relax deeper into your bed of sand. And then notice if there is a place in your body that you're having a bit of difficulty relaxing. And if there is, breathe in and breathe out from that place in your body. And then when you're ready, bring a little bit of movement gently into your limbs, your fingers, your toes. But keep this nice, relaxed feeling you've created inside. And then roll to one side or the other. Make your way up gently into a comfortable seated pose. And when you're ready, we will close class with one deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in practice. I hope that you can take something with you off the mat and into your day, your evening, or whenever you need to draw upon your inner strength. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.